dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good morning, I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Sunday, February 17th. From clock keeper to inspiration, Tracy May followed the Millard Mustangs as their #1 fan, but Thursday, May died after health complications. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher caught up with the coaches and players to learn why it is hard to end the season without him.
Those who knew him can describe Tracy May in 2 words.
He was genuine with everyone he met, and he was very selfless because everything he did was voluntarily.
Tracy supported the Millard Mustangs any way he could.
He was everything from the team manager, video man, clock keeper, marker board keeper, you name it, Tracy has done it.
Head basketball coach Michael Coleman and assistant coach Corey Thacker say Tracy was unique.
He had 2 favorite words.
Rebound
and sub.
And the games will not be the same without him.
There's 2 things Tracy liked. He liked basketball, #2, and the boys, #1.
Tracy died on Thursday due to health complications.
He was just really uplifting. He never had a down moment whenever he was around.
Players Chance Coleman and Keegan Wallace say Tracy loved to joke around with them.
We just always pick back and forth at each other, make jokes.
And even brought his favorite drink with him wherever he went.
Every practice, every game, Tracy would come in with a gallon of milk.
Although playing without Tracy on the sidelines will be hard.
Yeah, it's going to be really rough without him.
He will always be there in their hearts.
He'll still be there in spirit.
Yes.
We'll still carry Tracy with us wherever we go.
In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
Services will be at 7 p.m. today, and the funeral will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Unity Free Will Baptist Church. A physical therapy business in downtown Pineville had their grand opening in their new building and decided to use that opportunity to raise money for a local scholarship. Apex Physical Therapy hosted a Blake for Blake CrossFit Challenge in honor of the late Blake Jackson, who died in a crash in 2017. A few months after he died, family and friends decided to set a scholarship in his name for local student athletes.
Just being able to donate to something like this that he would really would have appreciated, just to give money back and kind of remember his name year in and year out, because he was such a good kid. And we just appreciate everything that his family's done for the community, and then we just want to be able to give back as much as possible. So we thought this would be a good outlet to do that.
Apex was able to raise more than $4,000 in yesterday's event and hope it continues to grow in years to come. And now let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. Kelly?
Well, Taylor, it is still raining out there, and I'm not sure there's any end in sight. So let's go ahead and take you to Pinpoint Doppler this morning. Time is 8:41, and we are looking at plenty of rainfall. Now we're seeing less pinks. That's because we're starting to see that warm air filter in this morning. So we should start seeing some alleviation to any slick roads, but with those slick roads, we still could be seeing them because we have so much rainfall. Temperatures are warming. We are just at freezing in Jackson and Hazard as well. Moorhead getting to that 32-degree mark as well. So the rest of us, we are above freezing, so we will be seeing that rainfall throughout the day. But slick spots are still possible north and really possible everywhere because we just have so much rainfall we're dealing with this morning, and it could be heavy at times even into the afternoon. So just be very mindful of that if you're heading out on the road. So that rain is returning, and it is sticking around because we will have daily rain chances, and it will be heavy at times, and we will continue to monitor that, and I'll have that full forecast in just a little bit. Taylor.
Thank you, Kelly. New details are emerging about the workplace shooting that left 5 people dead and half a dozen police officers injured in Illinois. Police say the 45-year-old shooter was a convicted felon and should have not had a gun. Police say Gary Martin, a 15-year employee of the Henry Pratt Company plant in Aurora, had just been fired when he allegedly killed everyone in the room. The plant where the shooting happened is closed right now. And West Virginia's governor announced a SLATE pilot program to address substance abuse use disorder is expanding. Governor Jim Justice says Berkeley and Jefferson counties will now be part of a project that provides prevention and treatment to communities. Wyoming County was the first to participate in 2018. The State Office of Drug Control Policy, Marshall University, and West Virginia University are all partnering up for the efforts. And in Virginia, lawmakers introduced a bill to rename a bridge in honor of a fallen Southwest Virginia state trooper. If it passes, a bridge on Interstate 81 would be renamed as Trooper Lucas Dow Bridge. The trooper was killed while helping serve a search warrant at the beginning of this month. A guard was fired from the Boyd County Detention Center after an investigation into the accidental release of an inmate Tuesday. The Boyd County jailer says the employee did not follow proper release protocol, leading to the release of this man, James Brewer. In addition to the guard being fired, the inmate who was supposed to be released was charged for the incident. Jailers say Todd Lesniak gave Brewer his inmate identification bracelet to help him escape. It was a hard goodbye for many Kentucky families yesterday as members of the National Guard were deployed overseas. Chelsea Jones was there for the send-off and has more.
After months of training, it's now time to head overseas.
Well, it's my first time deploying, so I'm not 100% sure on what to expect, how everything's going to be.
Nearly 60 Kentucky Guard aviation soldiers are being deployed to the Middle East in support of the global war on terror. It's a mission that will take soldiers away from their family and friends for a whole year.
I'm so extremely proud of him, but as a mom of an only child, I'm scared to death. You do what you can, you keep a brave face.
During a departure ceremony at the Boone National Guard Center, Kentucky National Guard leaders and Governor Matt Bevin wished the soldiers a safe journey.
You are indeed standing in the gap.
We're in a somewhat steady state operations, so we'll fall in and we'll do a relief in place of the unit that we're replacing, and we'll continue conducting operations that already exist there.
From here, soldiers will take off in their Black Hawks to Fort Hood, Texas, where they'll receive further preparation.
I'm just looking forward to being able to serve something greater myself, be able to actually apply our skills.
Lots of hugs and tears. Family and friends finding it hard to say goodbye.
They have to take care of everything. There's the emotional strain.
Already counting down the days until these brave men and women return home.
You have to stay strong. You have to. Supporting him is what keeps you strong.
In Frankfort, Chelsea Jones, WKYT.
Since the 9/11 attacks, the Kentucky National Guard has sent more than 18,000 soldiers overseas in support of the global war on terror. And coming up on Mountain News this morning, some couples are dealing with secrets when it comes to bank accounts.
More rain is expected this afternoon and later this week. I'll let you know how much and in my full forecast coming up next.